I do not use cocaine and failed a drug test the morning after my BF ejaculated in me. He is a heavy user. If it was pus in urine, will it show in a blood test? If it transfer in vaginal walls, would I be able to do a Bloom's test to prove I don't use it?
Is this a time-sensitive issue? What type of specimen are they testing?
Yes, I am on probation and just got out of jail. I am going to my doctor to get a blood test and urine test to show semen is present. Probation uses I believe 5-panel drug test. I have not used and will go to jail Tuesday if lab comes up pos. What can I do to prove I did not use? The only explanation can be his semen. He was taking drug while we were having sex.
Anything else in your medical history you think the doctor should know?
I am on Lamictal and clonidine for blood pressure and also have Hep C.
Hi, welcome to John. Thanks for this question. My name is and I am reviewing your question and will get back to you with a response ASAP. Well, from what you are describing, there are a few possibilities for the drug test to come back as positive. Usually the semen would not be absorbed into your bloodstream even if it is present inside you. Drugs, if they are present in the semen, are not absorbed via the female reproductive tract, and your bloodstream would not show any signs of cocaine in the system. Secondly, it is however possible for a urine sample to be contaminated with the semen if proper collection did not take place. There is a chance of the urine test being contaminated, and this would lead to a false positive test coming back. But usually, even if your partner is on cocaine and ejaculates inside you, that should not cause you to fail a drug test. The most likely explanation here is that the sample was contaminated. Now in your case, I think if a new sample is taken and collected properly and a GC/MS test is run on this sample, it will clearly show that you don't have cocaine in your system. A GC/MS test is a must though, as it can differentiate between contamination and actual drugs being present in the system. Secondly, a blood test would also exclude the presence of cocaine, as cocaine is not absorbed via semen into your bloodstream. The best solution here is to ask your doctor to repeat a sample. If he can't do that, then ask him to run the previous sample through a GC/MS test, which will differentiate between contamination and actual drug use. Also, another possibility is that if you were using OTC medication, that again can cause false positives for cocaine in many people. Drugs like ampicillin and amoxicillin can cause this as well. Your best bet is to get a GC/MS test done, which will conclusively show that you didn't use cocaine. Do you have any more questions? You can also ask questions from me directly by going on the link below, http://www.justanswer.com/medical/expert Dr. Munib Ali/.
My urine that came back pos was sent to a lab through probation. Will the lab be able to confirm I did not use if the urine was not collected properly, or do they have to specifically run the GC/MS test? If there was any of his semen inside that cup, would the lab test, not the cup test, show I did not use?
Usually presence of semen would be detected by the lab, however sometimes it can be missed on screening. Usually drug tests don't run a GC/MS test unless specifically asked. The simple 5-panel test would just detect presence of the drug, and if there is a doubt about the test result, then a GC/MS panel would be run. Contaminated samples can be missed, as I said earlier, and if the sample wasn't contaminated, then it could have been a false positive because of the drugs that you are on or because of any medication that you may have used prior to giving the sample. The GC/MS test can differentiate between these. Do you have any more questions? You can also ask questions from me directly by going on the link below, http://www.justanswer.com/medical/expert Dr. Munib Ali/.
If Probation does not run a GCMS test and it was contaminated, do you think the lab will come back positive as well?
If the sample was contaminated and the lab doesn't run a GC/MS test, then it is possible that the test comes back as positive, if they are testing the same sample again. However, even if it does, you do have the option of requesting a GC/MS test to prove your innocence. Do you have any more questions? You can also ask questions from me directly by going on the link below, http://www.justanswer.com/medical/expert Dr. Munib Ali/.
Just so you know, my doctor did a rapid test and it was neg for coke and he sent it out. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
If you have a health question and want to chat with a doctor now, visit justanswer.com/ythealth.